I am doing something right now that is going to work like a charm once this happens. Check this out. This guy is the president of the ETF store, Nate. And I'm following the guy. And I'm taking a look at, what's going on, what he's saying, because I think it's important. He says, I still fully expect BlackRock and other different asset managers file for a spot Solana and XRP ETF. We've been discussing that for a while. I think it's going to happen. Now, what am I doing? I'm buying more XRP. Just today, I did it. If you follow me here as a subscriber, guys, I did this about half an hour ago. I'm just accumulating and accumulating and accumulating, right? I know it's boring. I know it's not for everybody. I would also do longs, right? Because it depends kind of what strategy you want to apply. But I also fully expect BlackRock to file for index, like a basket, right? And that's something that Grayscale and other different asset managers are doing. Basically, buying XRP, all the XRP you can, before it's too late. Why? Because right now people are distracted. What, Oscar? This. That's what I'm watching live right now, right in front of me. They're talking about what's going on in the region, right? Wars and all of that. Yeah, you know something? I discovered that the prices are no longer crashing. The market already got used to. The market already said, okay, there's Russia and there's Israel and there's this one and there's that one. It's like, it's super sad because these are human lives, but the market is the market and already got used to it. It's like, okay, what's next, right? So the price of Bitcoin is like this. The price of BTC, XRP, Solana, holding the line. Even though we have so much going on, still above $2, which is good. I have an update to guess who? Charles Hoskinson made a video yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, and we're here like a live stream or so, where he's talking about, the Cardano ecosystem and what they're going to do to bring more money, more value, Bitcoin, right? DeFi transactions, which he drops an update on the XRP integration, right? Charles confirms XRP and RUSD will be included in DeFi and airdrops. And where is that? To this video from Cryptosaurus, you scroll down, Charles replied. And at the bottom, Charles replied again to a question saying, Charles, any progress on the RUSD integration into Cardano? And he says, there's a whole XRP package with the Glacier drop, Lace wallet support, XRP DeFi, and the real USD talks. That's cool. Guys, if you want to see more of this, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Welcome. Very happy to see you, fam. We have a, still greed. Not fear whatsoever, but still greed, meaning that people are interested, people are buying, people are bullish. Remember, earlier this week, going back to the price of XRP here on BTCC, earlier this week, we had millions and millions and millions of dollars in liquidations. Yes, we had. Why? Because of this, right? Because of the attacks, because of what's going on in the region, the threats, and all of that. Okay? And even though that happened, price came down, and you can see it right here. This is the 11th, so 4 days ago. Nice retracements, fam. And we had more retracements right here. This happened last week. So, that was Elon Trump. You gotta kind of remember because I have a bunch of things in my head. This was Elon Trump drama, and this is Israel attacks. So look at the chances, and I bought XRP at 209. I remember a little bit, not much. So what I'm doing is preparing myself before what Nate says. As a leader who, BlackRock, in both spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, it will make zero sense to seed other top crypto assets in the ETF categories and give it to competitors. Will make no sense. So I know we're waiting for the case. Yesterday, I told you about Johnny Deaton. We watched a 30-plus minute video, just him speaking about it. He's the lawyer. He's the expert. He's one of the experts. Even he said at the very beginning, he's no securities expert, right? So there's always people above, and I'm just putting the information to you, and you make your own decisions. Guys, if you want to do what I'm doing, If you want to get ahead and don't complain, but put your words into action, you got to join me in the first link down below. Come on, join me on BTCC. All you have to do is sign up, click this deposit, get your 10% bonus. Fill this out. It takes a few seconds. I've helped some friends real life, and they've now joined me, and they're doing crypto little by little. Get all these nice rewards opportunities, fam, because it's time to put yourself first and deposit and start trading. I got some videos explaining you what's going on real time. So shout out to them because it's time to do it, right? It's time to get ahead. I like how Cardano, right, HBAR, Stellar, Ondo, Lana, Bitcoin, and more, they all recognize the power of the XRP community. And Bitcoin, just the maxes, they always hate us, but still Bitcoin, you know, it really has to deal with us and our USD and the entire community that we have. I know they hate us vastly, but it comes to a point that it's going to be impossible to ignore what Brad Garlinghouse is doing when that case is dropped, and it will be dropped. We're just waiting on Analyses. It's tossed out. That validates Ripple. That validates us. And we're just going to be popping off. That probably is going to be the catalyst that you need for a very heated 2025 ETF filing approval season, right? What that means is they're probably waiting a bunch. They are delaying Solana. They're delaying, Sui, Near, Polkadot, every single one of them. They haven't approved anything. Why? Well, I mean, if you ask me, they know. They approve an XRP ETF. It's over. Game over. They all know that everybody is getting probably approved, right? Wisdom Tree, Bitwise. This is the one I showed you a few days ago, right? About the 85-90% likeliness from, this is Bloomberg Intelligence. Now, I've seen this since years now. The only two is Bitcoin and Ethereum, because obviously the longest ones, the oldest ones, and now the ones that I think people will say, well, go ahead and approve them. What could go wrong? Only a few for Cardano. They're not including Kronos, but Kronos should be here, right? But XRP, everyone is already Solana. That's why I'm still holding Solana. Solana is a big one, fam. Solana is a big one. I wouldn't just ditch Solana and the basket, the indexes. Because people, as we like the ETFs, the major mutual funds, bunch of boomers or anyone in the stock market will be like, look, I don't want to just be dedicated for XRP. Give me a basket. I believe, Bitcoin, baskets, Ethereum, XRP. Prove me wrong. In the volume pyramid, Bitcoin number 1, baskets number 2, Ethereum number 3 versus XRP. I don't think Solana is going to pass XRP. I think it's going to be Ethereum versus XRP and then Solana and then the rest. But baskets is going to be right below Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be number 1. So that's the way I see it, right? Because XRP is still going to be one of the main ones, fam. So I'm so bullish, man. And I'm buying before it's too late and we see a 240, 250, 260 jump. Look, it's still going. It's a special interview, actually, live right now. Typically, they last 15 to 20 minutes. Obviously, the Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu. So there's still it's an ongoing situation right now. Something bigger can happen and the price collapses, or diplomacy can, trump in, and then finally we see more. Although that's unlikely right now, but I'm already putting myself in a good position for long term. All right. So those are the news I got for you guys. Good for Charles Hoskinson and Cardano and the XRP. And the president of the ETF store is bullish. Months ago, I knew that BlackRock, was going to do something like that. And they still are not doing it. They still are waiting. But I know things are about to change for the better. And that is why I'm not giving up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe. Links down below. Join me on Patreon. on Telegram, and I'll see you next time. Peace.